Coach Kelsey.
There's a group of people that I acknowledged in the locker room after the game, after we broke the huddle with our players, and that's a group that I want to make sure every once in a while gets acknowledged for the impact that they have in our program, and that's our student managers and our graduate assistants. If you're an employer out there, hire them and thank me later. It's the best group of managers that I've ever been around, and they're crucial to the success of the organization. In terms of the game today, I want to obviously acknowledge Scotty and Bellarmine for, I have the utmost respect for the program that Scotty's built. He's known in coaching circles as kind of an innovator, a savant, if you will. They play an extremely unique style that's really true. It's their own brand, and it's difficult to prepare for. A ton of movement, a ton of cutting, and I just have a lot of respect for them. We have a couple drills that I named. We have a night shooting drill. That's a move-off penetration drill that I got from Scott. Scott was very good friends with my mentor, Skip Prosser, and we shared a lot of conversations over the years after we lost Coach Prosser. They were shorthanded tonight, obviously without their leading scorer, and I thought the kids played really hard. Loved how our players responded from a really tough loss at home 9 days ago, or however many days ago it was. You always like to get right back on the horse after a tough loss like that, but have to stew over it for 9 days. I thought our guys approached it the right way. I thought we had great film sessions, terrific practices, and they came out and played really well tonight.
Questions for Coach?
Coach, after that Tennessee game, you said it yourself, you wanted to see how your team responds to being punched in the mouth. You took a few licks early on in this game. To see those guys hunker down and do what they did, what does that tell you about where this team is?
Yeah, I mean, I love our team. I'm bullish on our team. I love to coach them. We said in the locker room, it's your team has a chance to be really good if it's player-led, and I feel like we're that. Guys, they responded to that loss the right way. They knew we had a lot of stuff to clean up, and they did it. It's a together team. I think they enjoy playing together, being around each other. Played together tonight. I think the statistics speak to that. We had almost 6 guys in double figures. Shared the ball and a good assist-to-turnover ratio. So, yeah, I love coaching these guys. They have a toughness about them, a maturity about them, and I'm proud of how they respond.
Yeah, hey Pat, there was a moment there, you guys had the shot clock at turnover really early in the game, I think around the 16:30 mark, and I saw you call over the players, into a huddle, and I'm just wondering if you could think back to that moment, and tell us your message to the guys there. Trailing 5-4 really early after the shot
So
clock.
really early, we got a shot clock violation.
Yeah.
Like we guarded all the way down to the end. I'm sure it was just some absolute genius basketball. I'm telling you, Jimmy Naismith was like shivering in his grave at what I told him. I don't know. I can't remember. Probably told him to go down and get a stop and play hard. I can't remember exactly. Sorry.
Mark.
Hey, Coach, in terms of, we didn't see Corin or Cater tonight. What do they need to do to kind of get back on the floor for you? What do they face in order to get healthy and play for you?
Kadir has to have his bone heal. He fractured his arm, so that's just the healing process. And Corin has a shoulder injury, and that has to heal as well. So, other person I need to acknowledge because she doesn't get enough credit is we call her Kate the Great. That's Kate Kresnick. That's our sports medicine trainer. She is phenomenal. The work she does behind the scenes to get our guys healthy, deal with injuries, do recovery stuff. So those guys are in great hands. And they'll continue to grow while they're out and watch film and be extensions of the coaching staff and be valued members of the 25 strong until they get back. until then, next man up.
Time frame.
I don't know. You'd have to ask Kate.
See ya.
What do you see as the benefits of bringing Pryor off the bench as opposed to having him start?
The benefits of bringing Kaysen off the bench, a benefit would be he's a really stinking good player. You know, bring him a really good player off the bench, raises the level of play. But you know, there's no major reason why he's not in the starting lineup. Kaysen's one of our best players. You know it, I know it. Everybody knows it. And just how it is. Like, playing time's earned every day throughout practice. All those things, and those are earned behind closed doors in practice. Kaysen's working his butt off, having a great approach, getting better every day. I think I got after him a couple times late in the second half, and he had a couple kind of lackadaisical defensive possessions, and I lit him up a little bit in the timeout. I thought he played as good a 4 minutes of defensive basketball as he played all year. We got 42% of our misses in the second half after eliminating 20% of our misses in the first half, and I think he was a big part of that.
Yeah, and with the injury to Kadir, you know, you kind of talked in the pregame radio show about how this is more time for your freshman, Kanai, you know, to get the coordinator to play season high minutes tonight. And what did you see from, you know?
Yeah,
you know,
I thought Kanai did some really good things. Lit him up a little bit in the timeout because we had him on number 33, and I think he had like 620 points at the time. He got loose for a couple kind of rhythm threes off some of their actions, and you know, I just said, look, man, I'm putting a freshman on a kid that's as hot as a firecracker, and I need you to stay locked in. Yeah, he responded the right way. You're right, Coach. You know, I thought he played hard. Obviously, he's ultra talented. He's got a very, very bright future. But that next man up mentality is like not just Kanai, because obviously he's a guy that's going to replace their role a little bit, but like everybody's role is going to change a little bit because you lose two very, very valued members of your roster. So that's one of the fun things about coaching. Obviously not losing players and having players get injured, but it's going back to the lab and figuring out and see what some of the adjustments that you have to make to compensate. So part of it.
Pat, following the Tennessee loss and coming into this game where you shoot well from three, you attack the basket pretty well, is it still a work in progress to figure out the balance between attacking the basket and taking threes? How many threes do you want to take, or do you just kind of figure that out as a season?
I mean, our mentality is to attack first, and threes create themselves. We don't have a big number. We don't have a number in our head of how many threes we shoot. We have a certain number of paint touches we want to get playing downhill. You get rhythm threes, you step up and knock them down. You know, we didn't shoot it great in the Tennessee game, but you got to tip your cap to Tennessee and their defense. But you know, shot it well tonight.
Pat, along those lines, even in the Morehead State game, it was a little bit of a slow start, not great shooting in the first half. Was there anything in particular that you were looking to do? You know, was it, you know, different passes, different plays that you were looking to do to get 60% shooting today?
No, I mean, if we're we say we want to hunt great. That's hunting great shots. And we generate great, and it doesn't go in. I sleep like a baby, you know. It's a make-miss game sometimes. Sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't. But as long as we're trying to generate great shots, high percentage shots, if we can get those, you know, I don't think we generated enough of those against Tennessee. Shots around the rim, called some of the bias shots, high degree of difficulty shots, probably too many. Even the open looks we had, we didn't knock down. But I'd like to not talk about that game anymore if we could. Be nice.
Hey, Coach, over here. What did you learn from watching Bellarmine play tonight that may influence future strategies?
Yeah, I'm a hoop junkie. You know, I just love watching basketball and watching film. So every scout, every game you dive into and watch the system, because there's a million ways to skin a cat. There's a lot of different ways to play. And I always keep my notebook where I'm just making notes of watching whoever it is, Morehead State play, whatever, Tennessee, some of the things they do, you can always learn. Coaching is like, we're all a bunch of thieves, we're all trying to steal stuff. So obviously Scotty's a terrific coach, and by watching their scout the last couple of days, obviously I learned a lot. It was an honor to compete against them.
Tyler, last one.
Yeah, you talked about the shooter, Rain is. It felt like he was around the ball all game, great spin, rebounds, loose balls. What do you think of his overall game just beyond him as a shooter?
Yeah, Rain is way more than just a shooter. There's no question. He's a basketball player. He's a very reliable defender, solid. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. He's tough as nails, does all the little things, solid rebounder, good playmaker, obviously terrific elite shooter.
Right, thank you.